is a dance-loving piano-playing player who likes to annoy her brother, enjoys reading mystery books, longs to own a hamster, and she's presenting video games, The Big Blame. Give a warm welcome to Aishwarya.
Good evening, everyone. Today's world, kids, what does playtime mean to them? Games. What kind of games? Outdoors? Not anymore. The olden days, such golden days, or so our parents say. Before, children used to go outside and play, but now times have changed. Ask a kid now, what does playtime mean to you? And the kid might say, playing video games on my iPhone, tablet, Xbox, PlayStations are answers you might get. Now raise your hands if you like to play video games. Okay, you can put your hands down. But have you realized that video games are beginning to kill outdoor games in today's world? The Entertainment Association is in charge of launching video games, and they created video games for our entertainment. This fun and interesting gaming platform also has its various drawbacks. Firstly, video games reduce physical exercise. So video game creators made video games so that children can enjoy playing the game as well as without moving a muscle. But think about it. Do you benefit from this kind of exercise? Are you even getting any exercise at all by playing games like this? No, you're not. What happens when you don't exercise? You become unfit and unhealthy. And that's when you become fat. Now, I throw a question to the audience. Raise your hands if you dream big to be fat. No one. Secondly, video games are between you and the virtual world. So where are the teammates you cooperate with? Where is the teamwork? There is no one to teamwork with when you're playing a video game. So we lose teamwork, we lose cooperation, and hence there is none of these moral values from a very young age. Thirdly, and most importantly, video games are very addictive. And the reasons can be that games might be challenging, or the game might be so fun that you want to try it over and over again. This is when the person gets engrossed. This is when the person completely changes. They get enveloped into a new world, the virtual world. That's when addiction joins in. Now, I'm not trying to scare you all by saying all this, but there have been incidents where fatal losses have occurred because of the addiction towards video games. One such incident occurred in Chicago. There was a 16-year-old who was playing Flappy Bird with her 17-year-old brother. All seemed to be fine. It was another ordinary day in their house. And that's when the 17-year-old brother had scored a higher score than his 16-year-old brother. Everything changed about the 16-year-old. Frustration, anger, anxiety, stress. Everything changed his attitude. He did something which he had never imagined to do in his consciousness. He stabbed his brother 17 times in the chest, killing him instantly. A second incident occurred in China, where a man loved his video games so much that he played it for 3 days straight. Even though he ate food and drank water in the middle, nothing could save him from the fate that awaited him. Now from these examples, ladies and gentlemen, we understand that video games are not only addictive for children and teenagers, but also for adults as well. Oxford University's research has found that people should not spend more than 3 hours a day on video games. So I urge all of you to spend less than 3 hours a day on video games. Do you want any of your dear ones suffering from fatal losses? Do you want to hear any incidents like this in the future? Do you want all your friends losing all their social life and spending all their time on video games? Well, you might think what you might achieve by sacrificing your precious playtime on video games. But let me tell you, do you get a social life? You spend all your quality time with your friends and family. Most importantly, you get time to spend on your hobbies as well. Video games are addictive, so reduce it and be creative.